Have you ever woken up from a dream so real, so vivid, you could almost touch it? A dream that stayed with you all day long, like a secret message meant only for you? Imagine a time when that feeling wasn't just a curiosity. Imagine a world where every single dream was seen as a door, a sacred doorway. People believed that when you slept, you weren't just resting. You were traveling. You were meeting gods, angels, messengers from another realm. Long, long ago, our ancestors knew in their bones that dreams were not random noise. They were divine whispers. They were sacred signs sent to guide, to warn, to heal. Long before written words filled books, early humans were already keeping records of their dreams. They didn't use paper and pen. They used cave walls, sharpened stones. Across the world, in the deep, quiet darkness of ancient caves, we find paintings. We see images of great hunts, powerful animals, strange, spirit-like figures. Many experts now believe these weren't just pictures of daily life. They were illustrations of powerful dreams and shamanic visions. A hunter would dream of a successful hunt, then paint that vision onto the rock to make it come true. It was a form of prayer, a way to bring the wisdom of the dream world into the waking one. These early people understood that a dream was a precious gift, not something to be forgotten by morning. They developed rituals to hold on to them. They would gather and tell their night stories to one another. The wise woman, the shaman of the tribe, listening closely. A dream of a serpent, a warning of hidden danger. A dream of a soaring eagle, a sign of great fortune or a message from the spirit world. These interpretations weren't just guesses. They were part of a deep oral tradition passed down through generations. The dream was a vital piece of the community's survival kit. As societies grew more complex, so did their relationship with dreams. In the fertile lands of Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, dreams were serious business. They weren't just personal messages. They were often seen as public omens, divine decrees that could affect the entire kingdom. Kings, rulers would not make a major decision without first considering the dreams of the court. A dream could postpone a battle, change a law, inspire the construction of a magnificent temple. The Mesopotamians believed the gods spoke directly to them in their sleep, using a language of symbols and visions. To decipher this divine language, they had specialists. These were the first professional dream interpreters, priests, priestesses who served in the great temples. They were highly respected scholars. They studied for years, learning the intricate meanings behind different dream images. They compiled vast libraries of dream books, almost like dictionaries for the soul. One of the oldest surviving examples, the Ekur Apush, listed thousands of dream scenarios and their believed outcomes. A dream of drinking beer might signify joy. A dream of losing a tooth could portend the loss of a relative. It was a systematic, sacred science. In neighboring Egypt, the power of the dream was just as profound. The Egyptians believed that during sleep, a part of the soul, the ba, could leave the body and travel through the underworld. This journey was fraught with both danger and opportunity. The famous story of Joseph interpreting the Pharaoh's dream of 7 fat cows and 7 lean cows is a perfect example. The interpretation saved the entire nation from famine. The reverence for dreams flowed from Egypt and Mesopotamia into the heart of Western culture. In ancient Greece, dreams were not just for interpretation, they were for healing. The Greeks built extraordinary places called Asclepions, sacred sleep temples dedicated to Asclepius, the god of medicine. If you were sick with an ailment doctors couldn't cure, you would make a pilgrimage to one of these temples. There, you would purify yourself, make offerings, and sleep in a special dormitory called an abaton. The hope was that the god himself would visit you in a dream and reveal the cure. This practice, known as incubation, was a powerful blend of faith, medicine, and psychology. Priests would help prepare the patient for the dream and help interpret it the next morning. A dream of a snake, the symbol of Asclepius, was considered a very good sign of healing. Sometimes the dream offered a direct prescription: bathe in a certain spring or eat particular herbs. People traveled hundreds of miles for this, leaving countless inscriptions and testimonials. Great Greek thinkers also wrestled with dreams. Plato believed dreams tapped the highest rational part of the soul, revealing divine truths when the lower part slept. Aristotle took a scientific route. He suggested dreams came from within ourselves, echoes of daily sensations and thoughts, magnified and distorted by sleep. The Romans inherited these traditions, blending them with their own. Roman generals and Roman emperors paid close attention to dreams. Suetonius says Julius Caesar was warned in a dream not to cross the Rubicon, a warning he ignored. Calpurnia, his wife, had a terrifying dream about his murder the night before his assassination. This deep curiosity about our inner, nightly world was never confined to one part of the globe. It is a universal human story. In ancient China, Taoist philosophers like Zhuangzi explored the fluid boundary between dreaming and reality. He famously wrote of dreaming he was a butterfly. Upon waking, he wasn't sure. A man who had dreamt of being a butterfly, or a butterfly now dreaming he was a man. In India, the Upanishads describe 4 states of consciousness: waking, dreaming, deep sleep. A 4th state of pure awareness. The dream state was seen as an intermediate world, a place where the soul could create freely, drawing from the memories of the waking world. Across the Americas, indigenous cultures have long held dreams in the highest esteem. The Lakota seek a humblicheya, a vision quest. An individual goes into nature to pray and fast, hoping for a sacred dream to guide their life. So what does this ancient wisdom mean for us today? In our busy modern world, it shows our fascination with dreams is not new. When Sigmund Freud called dreams the royal road to the unconscious, he tapped into a very old idea: that dreams reveal hidden wishes and fears. Carl Jung went further, suggesting dreams connect us to a collective unconscious, a reservoir of symbols and archetypes shared by humanity. These theories are a new language for an ancient conversation, the thread connecting the ancient seer to the modern therapist. What happens inside us matters. Our inner life is rich, meaningful, and worthy of attention. The next time you wake from a dream, strange, beautiful, or scary, take a moment. Don't just brush it aside. Write it down, share it, wonder about it. You are not just exploring your own mind. You are taking part in one of the oldest and most profound human quests, the search for meaning in the mysterious, magical world of sleep.